become leaders, in a very different manner. So let's understand what leadership means. I think the first attribute of a leader is that there is some power associated with being a leader. Let's understand what the term power means, and I like this definition. It says ability to cause or prevent an action and make things happen, cause as well as prevent, and the discretion to act or not act. Okay, it's a very important one that you don't get into everything. Sometimes it makes sense to not act. So there are 6 types of power. This is a very old way of looking at power, but it makes sense. So number 1, we say there is legitimate power that comes with designation. Okay, so you are a president, you are a vice president, whatever. So there is some power associated with the designation. Number 2, it's called a different power or power that comes with your personality. You are seen as somebody who is friendly, helpful, approachable. So all of these personality attributes gives you a certain kind of power. There's also coercive power, and VPs know this best because they are the guys who send the control letters. So that's where you have the coercive power, obey or else kind of a power. The opposite of that is reward power. Okay, and I think we do that really, really well in Navi Mumbai. Even today, this entire ceremony that you saw, there's a lot of pride associated with rewarding, acknowledging. So giving rewards also kind of gives power. Information power. Okay, so I know something that others do not. So that information kind of gives me the power. That's the 5th kind of power. And finally, you have something called as the expert power. I have a lot of knowledge about the role, the function, about how things need to be done. And therefore, people come up to me and say, "Yaar, bata na, how do you do this? How should I approach this problem?" And because you're an expert, automatically that gives you certain kind of power. Now, there is no good or bad power in all of this, but we have to understand that in the context of BNI, what is the mix that one should have? What kind of power makes more sense? And therefore, I put a quick table together. Legitimate power that comes with designation, give only medium importance to it. Just because you're president in a chapter or something, the designation doesn't carry that much power. I always try and tell your client that I am a president in BNI. Doesn't mean anything to him, right? So that doesn't mean anything. So the designation has some power within the chapter, but give it medium importance. Personality traits. Okay, I've given medium. I have come to think and say that maybe we should give it higher importance. Being approachable, being helpful, these attitudes are important, and you get the power from that kind of referent power. Coercive power, last case scenario. It needs to be done only if it needs to be done. I think if you are engaging with people enough, the need to coerce will go down. So I always give that a lower rating, but it needs to be done in the worst case scenario. Yeah. Reward power, very, very important. Okay, I think it's important to find people doing the right things and acknowledge the right things right then and there. At one point in time, I made a presentation on something called as emotional bank balance. Okay, so the more you catch people doing the right things and saying this is well done, this is what you did, the more it gives you the power to tell them when they are doing the wrong thing to say, hey, this is not right. You will be respected. But if you are only finding the wrong things, there is a problem. People will not listen to you. And therefore, reward power is extremely important. Expert power. Very, very important. In our business, in the BNI world, you will always have newcomers. And it is confusing for a lot of people. What to do, how to do. There are so many policies, terms, processes. As leaders, you have to be the expert. You have to know data, you have to know the reports, you have to pull out, analyze, do all of that. And when you become that expert, okay, people look up to you. And that's the kind of power that you need to have. I've rated that as very high. Information power, inside news, as gossip and rumors. So I've kind of rated that low. Yeah. So these are typically the type of powers. Quickly going through exercising reward power, we have door prizes, resounding applause, monthly awards, recognition, incentives, Dubai trips, so on and so forth. Badges that we can give. Exercising expert power, mentoring new members. I think Pankaj keeps mentioning mentoring is one aspect we do not get right. We have not got it right for a long time. It needs to be looked at very seriously in this term. I think mentoring coordinators, you guys have a really big job in hand. Do it not as a tick mark task. Do it because the more you know, it's a fundamental principle. Make people see success early. If they taste success early, they become biggest champions of your chapter. So it is up to the mentoring coordinators to work and make sure you help them see success early. Analyzing data, sorry, I think I've moved on. Yeah. No, yeah, okay. Mentoring new members, analyzing data, connecting with non-performers and helping them, generating referrals for deserving members, leading by example, so on and so forth. So very often when someone is not passing referrals, it's very easy to go and tell pass a referral. Trust me, I have spoken to a lot of members, they are clueless how to generate referrals. So you give, I knew of a person who does an awesome job in giving loans, in organizing loans for people. So he had just organized a loan for a person, a home loan, when he was not getting a loan from anywhere else. Okay, because he was earning a lot of money in cash, there were no documents, so he couldn't get a bank loan. This person organized a loan for him. So the first question I asked him is, oh great, fantastic, has he done his interiors? Okay, when he's bought the house. No, why are you asking? I said, see, there is a person in interiors, why don't you connect? Oh, I didn't think of it. See, you have to help people to see the opportunity. Don't just say pass referral, show them how those can be passed. How to do it is more important than just telling do it, do it, do it. People don't like that. Yeah? So that's expert power for you. So in summation, the distinguishing characteristic of a true leader is pure elation in seeing others prosper. And I think that's a wonderful definition of a leader in BNI. So there is that guy sitting there and saying, if we are on earth to help others, how do I go about becoming the other? Okay. So a lot of us want to be that, but as leaders we can't be the other, we have to be the one helping. Yeah? Okay guys, I hope you like that. So welcome to the leadership journey.